Devaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudriya Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamaslokne Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Welcome to Srimad Bhagavat Purana, Canto 11, Chapter 2, text number 38. Avidya manopi avabhatihi dvayo dhyatu dhyaswapna manorato yataha tat karma sankalpa vikalpakam mano buddho nirundyat abhayam tatashyat. So, translation purport given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Although the duality of the material world does not ultimately exist, the conditioned soul experiences it as real under the influence of his own conditioned intelligence. This imaginary experience of a world separate from Krishna can be compared to the acts of dreaming and desiring. When the conditioned soul dreams of night of something desirable or horrible, or when he daydreams of what he would like to have or avoid, he creates a reality that has no existence beyond his own imagination. The tendency of the mind is to accept and reject various activities based on sense gratification. Therefore, an intelligent person should not control the mind, restricting it from the illusion of seeing things separate from Krishna. And when the mind is thus controlled, he will experience the actual fearlessness. Purport. Although the conditioned soul is bewildered by the objects of sense gratification offered by Maya illusion, if one takes to the annual devotion service of such material sense gratification gradually dissipates. It is merely a mental concoction of the conditioned soul. So, Srila Goswami has emphasized by the word avyabhicharine bhakti that one cannot dissipate the illusion of material sense gratification unless one takes to the unalloyed devotion service of the Lord, as Srila Goswami stated, Anya Abhilashita Sunyam Jnana Karmadhanavrutam Anukulyena Krishnanusilanam Bhakti Uttamam. Unalloyed devotion service cannot be mixed with material sense gratification or mental speculation. The servant must act only for the satisfaction of the master. Similarly, Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, Mamekam Sharanam Braja, one must see only Krishna everywhere and must act exclusively for the satisfaction of Lord Krishna, the eternal master of every living entity. So in this verse, it is Navayoga, one of the Yogendras named Kavi, emphasizing more on the bodily attachment and too much worrying about our bodily activities and about the sense gratification. So he is comparing, giving an anecdote of how a conditioned soul is dreaming in the night and also daydreaming. So as soon as he starts dreaming, so he may think that lion has come, that elephant has come, and it is about to kill me, all those things. So many concoctions in the dreams he may get, but as soon as he gets up, there is no elephant, there is no lion, there is no tiger at all. We may dream that tiger is chasing us, and lion is chasing us, and so many animals are chasing us, and so many our enemies are chasing us. So we may dream in the night times especially, or in the daydreams also, when we are having a sound sleep. So that time we may think that it may kill us, something wrong is going to happen to me, or I may face some serious problems. But as soon as we come out from the dreams, as soon as we wake up from the dreams or sleep, then we will know the reality. What is the reality? So there is a reality that has no existence beyond his own imagination. That we are imagining all those things. So the tendency of the mind is to accept and reject always. So the nature of the mind is sankalpa and vikalpa. It always accepts so many things, and whatever things we see, whatever things we hear, whatever things we experience, no, the mind will receive all those things and it will store in the storehouse as we stock the goods in the godown. Similarly, our mind also stores innumerable and millions of thoughts in our mind. And also, when we see, also when we see some incidents or some imaginary things, also we will have it in our mind. So when it comes to the fact that when it really happens to our life, then we'll see, that day I saw it, because now I have to experience it. Then immediately it will alarm us. So the thing is, we should not be attached to the material desires. We should, as Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anyabhilachita sunyam jnana karma anadadam. We should not have any material desires at all. So unless we give up these material desires, unless we give up these material things, then it's very difficult to practice unalloyed devotion service. So to give up these material desires, and to give up these attachment and sense gratification as conditioned souls experiences in his life, it is the only means and the only remedy is to take up the shelter of the spiritual master, so that the spiritual master can instruct you to take up the unalloyed devotional service, which means there is no mix, there is no contamination, and there is no blend of any material desires. Not even a dint of garbage is mixed in that pure devotion service. That is called unalloyed devotion service. Unalloyed devotion service, the metal which is not at all mixed with anything, it's pure, like crystal clear, we say, immaculately white. So one such, because as soon as we receive or we experience some bad events in our day-to-day life, suddenly we'll be like, as Kavi Maharaj says, we will be in dreams. So because the conditioned souls is attached too much to his dualities, good and bad, friend and enemy, and weak and strong and weak, love and hatred, all these things are dualities. So when we are trapped with dualities, or when we are stumbled in the point of dualities, then it is very difficult to come out from that. So a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada and his previous acharyas, and also we can see a story in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It has really happened when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself, incarnated as Bhakta Avatar. So when he was traveling to South India, and after finishing his Sankirtan movement in South India, and even he returned back to Navadip. So when he came back to Navadip, and all the devotees and followers of Chaitanya who came to know about this message, and they joined his Sankirtan movement. Every step of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there were thousands, hundreds, thousands, millions were joining in every village he goes, in every town he goes, in every place he goes. So he was somehow or other, after a few days, they traveled along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and some couple of days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to be alone and wants to take some rest. That time, people were not listening to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and people were desperately wants to take the spiritual association and the divine association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That time, Sri Mahaprabhu wanted to be very in a secluded place. So he thought of crossing the Ganga river to the other part, to other bank, where Godruma Dvipa is there. So he went to the place where Vidya Varshaspati was staying there. So Vidya Varshaspati, so he immediately disappeared from the great mob, from the crowd, and people were searching where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they were really disgusted and they were so much disappointed. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and hid in the place of the great devotee Vidya Varsaspati. So he hid there and he called Vidya Varsaspati, don't tell anyone, this is a very confidential, not even to a single person, you should not tell that I am here, so that I want to be alone and I should want to be secluded in a secluded place like this. So Vidya Varsaspati took the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he never disclosed anything about the Mahaprabhu's presence in his house. So Vidya Varshaspati was a very great knight's devotee, otherwise Mahaprabhu will not come there in an ordinary devotee's house, because pure devotion service means no abhilasha, no desires. So when people, some of us, a few days back, some of the message reached the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they started trying to cross the river, Ganga river. So the boatman who was there was very happy because many people are coming so that I can earn so much money. So when people got aboarded into the boat, hundreds and hundreds, then the boat got broke. The boat got broke. So again, the another boatman came and with a very big, huge boat, and there hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people aboard the boat. Again, the same thing happened. Like that, they were not able to cross the Ganga river. So they desperately want to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in their pure consciousness, to desperately want to have the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nobody was knowing how to swim also in that river. So then immediately they jumped into the river, and somehow other, with great difficulty, they crossed the Ganga river and they came to the house of Vidya Varsaspati. And Vidya Varsaspati was trying to block or stop the crowd that Mahaprabhu is not here, Mahaprabhu is not here, because he has to carry out the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then all the people, all the crowd, the whole crowd was yelling and they were blaspheming Vidya Varshaspati. You are not a Brahmana at all. You are very selfish. So you want to have alone the association of Chaitanya Prabhu. That's not the quality of a Vaishnava. The Vaishnava's quality is Dukki Paradukki, and the Vaishnava's quality is one, he should be very generous and he should distribute the presence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to everyone. He should allow us to go and have the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Vidya Varsaspati, in spite of having so much criticisms and so much torture from the people, he didn't allow anyone. But somehow or other, the people realized that Vidya Varsaspati is not going to allow us. Then the only means to have the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Then they started chanting continuously, constant chanting, and the holy names spread like wild fire. And again, more the number of people has increased, and the message it spread like wild fire. And again, thousands and thousands of people came. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Vidya Varsaspati that I told you not to tell anyone, but somehow or other you told you have disclosed the secret. Then Vidya Varsaspati, no Mahaprabhu, I never told to anyone, but somehow that they came to know. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came out and showed the and gave a darshan to everyone because of he was not able to control the the ecstasy of devotees chanting the holy names of the Lord. Then after some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also disappeared, and again people were blaspheming Vidya Vachaspati that you made Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappear. Then the Vidya Vachaspati has disclosed this reality that I am missing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I don't know where he's gone. I don't know how he got disappeared. Then one Brahmana came in front and he said, no, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not here. He is now gone to Kulya. So then the people again they went and rushed to Kulya. That was a different section. But the point I want to make here is that though Vidya Vachaspati was received so much criticisms and blasphemy from the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, still he was not affected by that criticisms and blasphemy and the scoldings and the way they badly treated Vidya Vachaspati as a non-Brahmana and as a mlecha and so many things. They used it very sarcastically to Vidya Vachaspati, but still he was not affected because he was not bodily attached. He knows that he has to carry out the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the point I want to make here is that whatever the obstacles come in our devotion service, in the midst of devotees, in the midst of society, in the midst of family, in the midst of the whole material world for the whole eternity, so many obstacles and hazards and barriers may come to stop us for proceeding towards the pure devotion service. We should not be influenced for those obstacles and for those bearers. So we should keep on crossing the limits for attaining the unalloyed devotional service. Then for that we have to take the shelter of spiritual master. We have to select the spiritual master so that the spiritual master should come from the disciplic succession. So now you can see in the modern world there are so many fake gurus who are not at all well versed in Vedas, who are not at all well versed in scriptures, but still they want to misguide the people, saying that the yoga and all other things. So yoga means, the literal word yoga means to unite, but here the yoga that teaches is how to keep the body fit. Of course, that's also necessary, but that's not the real spiritual agenda, but that's not this real spiritual goal. The real spiritual goal is to gain Krishna Prem and not to be attached to this sense gratification. So we are so much attached to our senses, like to our body, to our belongings, to our family members, and to our desires which are not fulfilled, and to our upadhis, to our designations, that I am CEO, I am that, I am this, I am so much, I am well situated in society, I am so much recognized in society, I have so many followers, I have so many, I'm expertise in so many activities, and I am glorified by so many people. All these things are the symptoms of the conditioned souls whose mind and consciousness is filled with so many material garbage which are destruction and detrimental to our devotional services. So that's why one should accept the Bonafide spiritual master who comes from the disciplic succession, as Krishna says in chapter 4, Bhagavad Gita, Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Vidu. So one should accept the Guru or Bonafide spiritual master very carefully. You should analyze, you should read Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. You should follow Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Guru is our spiritual master and Sadhu is our previous acharyas. We have to follow the footsteps of previous acharyas, and Shastras are written by great sages like Vyasa Maharishi, which are apaurashaya. It has not come from or told by any material persons or the person who is attached to this bodily comforts, but it is apaurashaya which has come directly from the spiritual world. One cannot manufacture this Shastras or Vedas. It is there from immemorial time, and it will be there for the full of eternity. So that's why one should clearly analyze or scrutinize to take up the movement, any spiritual movement or any spiritual organization. One should read the Shastras, because we can find out, we can come to know the result of those acharyas who have spread this particular movement, especially the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is authorized Sampradayas. There are 4 authorized Sampradayas. One is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, and the another is Rudra Sampradaya, and another is Kumara Sampradaya, and another is Shri Sampradaya. So all these are authorized Sampradayas led by the Bonafide leaders, Bonafide spiritual masters. So those things only we have to take up this. But one who is not well versed in Vedas, one who is simply wants to make the followers, so he is not the good leader, or he is not the good guide or mentor in this modern civilization, because most of the good mentors and guides are misguiding the society and misguiding the people at large. So people has to scrutinize the organization they follow and the teachings they follow. One should always have a chakshu. Through chakshu they have to see the shastras or guru or sadhu. So they should have always check and correct. Otherwise they will be misguided and they cannot go to the kingdom of Godhead, because unauthorized teachings and unauthorized misgivings or misconceptions by the leaders of fake gurus will lead always to the place where again we have to take the birth in this material world. So the leaders like Srila Prabhupada and spiritual masters like Srila Prabhupada and his spiritual master Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj. So all these great acharyas, they have followed the footsteps of previous acharyas. For example, Srila Prabhupada, when he was translating, he has quoted so many teachings of his previous acharya like Sridhar Swami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and 6 Goswamis, and Narottam Das Thakur, and also Chanukyas. He has quoted and taken up the teachings and followed the footsteps of so many acharyas to translate all this Bhagavad Gita as it is, and Srimad Bagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So even Mahaprabhu also has thrown a light on this particular concept of accepting the Guru. Even Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, we should accept the bona fide Guru. So Guru should always deliver the message what he has learned and what he has heard from his Guru, and that Guru from his Guru. Like that it goes till Brahma and Krishna. So that's how we are connected. So it comes like the ascending order. It comes from top to bottom. So like that it comes up to Madhvacharya, and Madhvacharya to his disciples, and after that our Gaudiya Sampradaya starts from Madhavendra Puri, and from Madhavendra Puri it comes to Ishwarapuri, and Ishwarapuri it comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Goswamis, and other so many the great acharyas, and up to Srila Prabhupada. And now the disciples of Prabhupada are carrying out these teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the great golden philosophy and teachings of this Sanatana Dharma from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is a great lineage. So it doesn't have any break or cut. So whereas other acharya, whereas other leaders who are misguiding the society, they doesn't have any spiritual master. They themselves predict, they themselves concoct so many rubbish things, and they they just because they want to accept disciples, just because they want to have followers, just because they want to have a fame and other things, they keep telling different things which are not at all mentioned in scriptures. So anything which is presented by acharyas or presented by spiritual master or mentor, it should be mentioned in scriptures like Srimad Bagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, or otherwise in 18 Puranas and 108 Upanishads. Like this, it should be quoted. Otherwise, we should consider that it is unauthorized. So unauthorized books and unauthorized teachings and unauthorized mentors should be avoided to make our Krishna conscious life a healthy and constructive to have a healthy and constructive platform. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Because this Bhagavad Gita is Raja Vidya and Bhagavatam is Amalam Puranam. So all these things, there are no spots in these scriptures written by the authorized persons like Goswamis and authorized persons like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, and Srinivasacharya. All these are most they are fully authorized by Lord Himself. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada sometimes says that these are translations are not done by me, but it has been empowered by my spiritual master and the Lord Himself, he says. That's why Srila Prabhupada himself takes his translation and purports. He himself reads sometimes. Very often he reads his purports. That means he will not claim that this has been written by me or translated by me. He also passes his merit and credits to his previous acharyas, to his spiritual master, and ultimately to the abode of the place of Krishna. Hare Krishna.